3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, June 16th, 2018. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. It's Saturday evening, and I want to do a quick video. And I'm going to try and make it quick as it's Saturday. I want to go hang out with Sarah for a little, and you're probably busy as well. So I'm going to talk about a couple things. I want to go over a tweet, something that happened on Friday, and talk about Litecoin a little bit. So let's jump right in and go over it. So first off, John Mohr, thank you for my Litecoin, Pay with Litecoin shirt. And you can see LitecoinTechSupport.com. That's John's website. Also volunteer at the Litecoin Foundation. Payments merchant guy, setting up businesses to accept Litecoin. And here we are. We set up a sushi place, KO Sushi, in Pennsylvania. John's putting a sticker on the door. It was really cool. The tweet got a lot of traction, actually. I was pretty surprised. That was awesome. But we had a blast. John, thank you for sushi. Thank you for paying with Litecoin. And Sarah, thanks you as well. We had fun. So let's move on. Litecoin Summer 2018, if you're not aware, today, as of today, you can now buy tickets. Also, you can go over, check out the event, who's going to be speaking. You know, Elizabeth Stark, Bill Barheit, going to be there. It's going to be a really cool event. So in regards to tickets, in case you're wondering, right now, Summit Day 1 and 2, you can go get tickets for $490. And if you just want to go for one day on Summit Day 2, you can get a ticket for $49. So especially if you're in the area, get your tickets. It's going to be cool. I want to try and meet as many of you as possible. So there's that. I'll put a link in the description for you. And really, I just want to go over some things on the Litecoin chart. I was just relaxing and checking out the chart, and I was just curious of something, so I brought out the time frame tool because, you know, when things trade sideways, not only am I just kind of watching the lines and supports and all that stuff we have set up already, we've talked about over and over again, but I also just look and see for any other patterns that I see that the market might follow, any other trends. So one thing I did find interesting, and you can first off see with the nice colors, these wedges inside this larger falling wedge, just these dips that we've had. A lot of people have talked about every other month kind of going up and then back down. So it plays into that a little bit, but a little bit more specific, and that's what I want to talk about. This is the daily chart on Litecoin, and that's what we're going to be working on. So I want to kind of get rid of that mess, and it's the same chart, daily chart. This is Coinbase. And so what I did was, I was just curious how long these drops went before I retrace it back up. And so what I did is I took that first top and I just measured the time frames to the next breakout that we had. So basically to the bottom. And so that first drop, that first wedge that you see clearly here was 57 days. Then I took the next top and to the next breakout. Let me make this, and what I'll do is I'll make this a little bigger. So I took that next top right around here in February to that next breakout, and really it's right around 50 to 55 days, right in there. So what I did now is I took this previous top to 180, which all of you remember, it happened not long ago. So right now we're at around 42 days. So if the trend were to continue, that's around 55 days or so in that 50-day area, we do see a breakout. Where would that leave us? Let's just take it to 55 days. That would be June 29th. Now, I want to say right now, as I'm doing this, and actually before I say this, what I'll do, that's June 29th, okay? And it's important that I say this. I'm not sitting here predicting everybody, go tweet this, go tell all your friends, breakout June 29th. I'm not doing that. This is me on a Saturday night, Dan, just looking at Litecoin charts, found something interesting, just want to run it by you because this makes it more exciting for me personally to kind of see these trends, to see how long Litecoin is in a down pattern before it breaks out, and kind of it gives me something to look out for. It makes it a little bit more fun when, if we go to the 4-hour chart, we're trading sideways, we're under $100. Like, nobody's having fun with that. Me either. So, could we downtrend down? Yes, obviously. So always trade conservatively, invest conservatively. I always say that. But in terms of a possible breakout, it's cool, I think, to find these time frames and these patterns and just wait to see what happens right here. So this would be in that 50-55 day mark. So do we trade sideways until then and then a possible breakout? And in that breakout, I wanted to talk about that as well. So in a possible breakout, whether it's today or June 29th, whenever, if we trend back up, there's just a couple areas I really want to look at. Number one is right in that $117 area. I know the triangle we say is not in play anymore because we broke it, right? We broke down through the bottom. But if you remember in videos of me talking about if we broke above it, to look for a retrace back down to the top of the triangle for support and then a breakout, in that same regard, I'm personally watching that as well. That's why you see the triangle still on my screen. It's because I want to see if we retest the bottom of the triangle, because we might bounce off of it, and that could be a very good indicator of that of this new bearish market that we may be in. So I'm looking out for that on the downside, and I want to share that with you. Just like we were looking for support in a bullish uptrend, I'm now going to look to see if we see resistance there. Nice, if we do break up and break the bottom of the triangle, that could be nice, some strong, nice indicator, a strong, nice indicator for Litecoin. And then after that, what I would be looking for, and I talked about this in a video and a tweet the other day, is that $137 mark, which really brings us to the top of that previous triangle. But maybe more importantly, it brings us right around to the 200 EMA on Litecoin. So really, two areas that I would love to see us break through if we trend back up is the 117 and the 137. Those two areas, if we can break through this channel right here, that could be an incredibly bullish scenario for Litecoin. So that's really on the upside. Wanted to share it with you. June 29th, that 50 to 55 day mark, or whatever you want to call it, could be an interesting time frame to watch. And on the downside, look for a possible resistance right at that bottom of that triangle that we were watching for so long. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this video. You can see in terms of the indicators that we have open, we're really not in a terrible area. You can even see at this previous bottom that we had, this second bottom here, you can see right where we are now on the stock RSI, right around here, right? So that was right around April 4th. We traded sideways for a week or so until we actually had that breakout. So in terms of stock RSI, in terms of momentum and where Litecoin stands, there's a huge opportunity. There's definitely room for a bounce and room for a bullish move. Will it happen? I do not know. Nobody does. And I'll always say that in all of my videos. But those are some things I wanted to share with you, some thoughts that are running through my head. What are you thinking? Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you holding? I want to know on this Saturday evening. It's time for me to go relax, have some fun, enjoy the rest of my weekend, and I hope you do as well. As always, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you in the next video, and God bless.